This program is made possible by a grant from the Growler Tapes Audio Adventures. You are listening to Growler Radio!
I love having new sneakers. Me too. Let's see how fast they are. Zeeby, wait up. I'll race you to the... Roo, hold it a second. To the mailbox. Hey, no fair. The mail's here. I don't see anything. But the flag is up. Wait a second. There is something in here. That's too tiny to be mail. It kind of looks like a miniature tag. This side says, extremely urgent. The writing on the other side is so small I can barely read it. Cool. Caution. This package contains material which must be disposed of properly. It must have been part of something else. Look. This edge is torn. This sounds important. Let's show it to Mom and Dad. A tiny little guy on a tiny bike.
Excuse me. Can you please reach up there and put this in that delivery box?
This is our mailbox.
Here you go. Who are you guys?
We're Zeeby and Roo. Who are you?
Glad to meet you, Zeeby and Roo. I'm Kevin the Who, bringing mail to you two.
Thanks, Kevin. Feels like two big books in here. We found this tiny card in the mailbox.
Sorry about that. It got separated from the package, but they go together. Back to work.
Just a second, Kevin. I don't think this is for us.
Who else could it be for then? Got to go.
But we can't take it if it isn't ours. Wait! He ain't waiting for nobody. He just turned off into the woods. Wait up! There's no mailbox here, just woods. Not even a path. Where'd he go? There he is! Kevin, wait up! Zeeby, there is a path. It's just so small we never noticed it. This way. Roo, something's different about this place. I've never been here. Listen. Uh-oh. It's just someone sleeping. Come on. Look, in that lawn chair. He's a giant.
Don't blame you. The show that lets you complain anonymously. Are you ready for today's complaints? You shouldn't be allowed to have industrial magic waste disposal systems in your house. I would like to complain about anyone who endangers their neighborhood by operating operating a magic flushing device from their residence. What if it backed up, or leaked, or broke? Then what? Good one, Hoo Hoo. I am, of course, Uncle Hoo Hoo, and I don't blame you.
Of his boots are untied. Let's go back home. Good idea. This package is getting heavy. Roo, look up! A giant mailbox! Let's just get out of here. This place is creepy. Wait a second, Roo! That's not the right way! Where's that path? Let's stop for a second and try to figure this out. We came from that way. The wrapper on this package is coming off. There are 2 books in here. There's a note. Dear Growler Fred, finally fixed that problem my magic caused you. Use page 29. Don't forget to flush the other book. Love and Magic, Mother Hoo Hoo. These are amazing books, Evie. I bet they're antiques. They both have the seal, Magic Edition, professional use only. Magic Edition? This one's titled Shoelace Problems, and this one's called Book of Lies. Think they're real magic? According to this card, one of these books has the solution to a problem, and the other one should be flushed, whatever that means. Want to read one? Sure. How about Shoelace Problems? That's a funny title. What kind of magic could it be? Let's see. Each page has one problem. Page 1. Shoelace problem number 1. Untied. Huh? Roo, look at your shoelace. It's untied. Coincidence. Page 2. Shoelace problem number 2. A knot. You have a knot on one side and the other side is untied. Hey, how did that happen? Let me see that. Page 3. Shoelace problem number 3. Broke. Mine are still untied and a knot. Oh no! My new sneaker has a broken shoelace. And this knot doesn't come out. I'm not reading any more of that book. Me neither. How about Book of Lies? Forget it. These are dangerous books. I bet Shoelace Problems is the one to be flushed. That means that Book of Lies is the good book. Or that Book of Lies is real bad.
This is Mother Hoo Hoo's Magic Helpline, the only show that helps you with your everyday magic. Woohoo! The subject for today is how to turn bad magic into good magic. Woohoo! Bad magic is something no one wants to mess with. Woohoo! But there are times when we can make it work for us. Woohoo! See this? Woohoo! This is the infamous magically encrusted book called Shoelace Problems. Woohoo! It transmits a curse to the reader, causing the shoelaces to become altered in some mischievous way. Hoo-hoo! You really shouldn't touch this book unless you know what you're doing. Hoo-hoo! For example, don't ever read Shoelace Problem number 3. Hoo-hoo! Unless you want a broken shoelace. Hoo-hoo! However, I've found Shoelace Problem number 1 to be quite useful. Hoo-hoo! If you ever get a knot you can't get out, Shoelace Problem number 1 is untied, and it always works. Hoo-hoo! Now watch. Hoo-hoo! My assistant and I have been pulling real hard on this knot I tied on my shoelace. Hoo-hoo! That's a beauty. Hoo-hoo! No one can untie that baby. Hoo-hoo! Now I open Shoelace Problems and read page 1. Shoelace Problem number 1. Untied. Hoo-hoo! Look! Hoo-hoo! No more knot. Hoo-hoo! Remember, you saw it here on the Mother Hoo-Hoo's Magic Helpline. Hoo-hoo! Till then, I'll be back. Hoo-hoo!
Can you guys keep it down over there?
Sorry. Are these your books?
I am expecting some books. You guys weren't stealing them, were you?
Of course not. The mailman gave us his package and rode off before we could give it back.
He just rode off before you could give it back, eh? Hey, this is from Mother Hoo-Hoo to me. I'm Growler Fred.
Nice to meet you, Growler Fred. We're Ruin Zeeby.
Why is my package open?
It just fell open by itself.
All by itself? After you tried to give it back? This seems very suspicious. Shoelace problems. But I already have shoelace problems. This is probably the book to flush. Book of Lies. Ask someone a question and then look in the book. All right, you guys. Did you steal these books?
We didn't steal them.
Let's see what the book says. We didn't steal them. If it's in Book of Lies, it must be a lie. See for yourself.
How did you do that?
Why does this book say you're lying?
There must be some mistake.
Look, there must be some mistake. Another lie.
But we didn't steal it. We were trying to give it back.
But we didn't steal it. We were trying to give it back. You can't stop, can you?
The book is lying, don't you see?
The book is lying. That's it. This is obviously a cool book. You guys wait in this room.
Hey, a huge hole in a humongous chestnut tree. We'd like to go home.
First, I'm going to flush shoelace problems right now before any more bad things happen to my boots.
We'd really like to get home. Great. We're prisoners, Zebe. Here's a phone. Let's call home. How do you dial on this phone? It's definitely not a normal
Hello?
phone.
Hoo-hoo! Mother Hoo-hoo here? Hoo-hoo!
Hi, Mother Hoo-hoo. It's Rue and Zebe.
Hi, Boo and Phoebe. Hoo-hoo! What are you doing on Growler Fred's line? Hoo-hoo!
We were trying to figure out how to call home. Growler Fred is keeping us here because he thinks we tried to steal his books.
That silly old Growler? Hoo-hoo! Don't let him scare you. Hoo-hoo! He makes a lot of noise, but he's really quite harmless. Hoo-hoo! And he'll be in a much better mood after he reads page 29 in Shoelace Problems. Hoo-hoo!
Shoelace problems?
You have to understand the history on this one. Hoo-hoo! Fred's boots used to have buckles, not shoelaces. Hoo-hoo! A while ago, I had a magical accident. Hoo-hoo! And changed the buckles on Fred's boots to shoelaces. Hoo-hoo! He was very upset. Hoo-hoo! And refused to learn to tie them. Hoo-hoo! But then I found that page 29 in Shoelace Problems is shoelaces to buckles. Hoo-hoo! So you see, he's going to be very happy. Hoo-hoo! He's going to have his buckles back. Hoo-hoo!
Too late. I think he just flushed shoelace problems.
What a turkey! Hoo-hoo!
Fred's been reading the Book of Lies and thinks we're trying to steal his books.
Hoo-hoo! Tell him he must flush that book immediately! Hoo-hoo! That book lies! Hoo-hoo!
That's what I told him.
Just a second, CB and Rue. Hoo-hoo! I have to put you on hold. Hoo-hoo!
We'll be here.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Amazing facts.
Fact. The acknowledged founder of our current magic-based culture is old. Our ancestor and master of unseen forces. This prolific genius created huge numbers of magically encrusted items, magic jewelry, magic clothing, magic food, and even magic music. Interestingly, Old was a handicrafter of many moods. Although most of his work involved helping others, magic historians say that a large number of his magic objects were created as practical jokes and tricks on his unfortunate friends. Among the more dangerous relics was a magic encrusted volume entitled Book of Lies. He must have been in quite a foul mood when he made this one. If you open it, you are charmed into believing the book, which lies. This causes you to think everyone else is lying, and you end up trusting no one. Book of Lies was considered so devastatingly dangerous that the Hoo-Hoo Authority voted unanimously to flush it. Unanimously. And that's an amazing Hoo-Hoo fact.
Did I say you could use the phone?
We were talking to Mother Hoo-Hoo. She said you should flush the Book of Lies.
Right. And I bet she wants me to read Shoelace Problems. Let me talk to her. Hey, there's no one on the other end.
She put us on hold.
Why would she want me to flush a book that exposes lies? Were you guys really holding on the phone for Mother Hoo-Hoo?
We just told you we were.
The Book of Lies says, we just told you we were. Do you guys ever tell the truth?
We are telling the truth.
We are telling the truth. See for yourself. Another lie.
Roo, I got an idea. Tell lies. What? Watch. We were trying to steal the books.
So you finally admit it.
What does the book say?
We were trying to steal the books, just as I thought.
But then it's a lie.
So then you weren't trying to steal the books? What are you guys trying to pull?
Mother Hoo-Hoo said not to flush the Book of Lies.
Mother Hoo-Hoo said not to flush Book of Lies. That means she said to flush it.
She also said, don't do it immediately.
She also said, don't do it immediately. That means she said to do it immediately. Why should I do that?
If you do flush it, you're in big trouble.
If you do flush it, you're in big trouble. So if I don't flush it, I'm in big trouble? Oh yeah? What's going to happen if I don't flush it?
The worst possible thing won't happen.
The worst possible thing won't happen. That means the worst possible thing will happen. If I don't flush this immediately, it's going to get dark. Is that right?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So... I'll be right back.
It worked! Let's get out of here. This way, Roo!
I am, of course, Uncle Hoo Hoo. Welcome to Miscellaneous. I have here a magic book called Shoelace Problems. Our ancestor old handmade 10 copies. And I understand that as of today, only 9 are left. There have been a lot of rumors about how dangerous this book is. Some even think it should be flushed. Unlike the title, this book is not all problems, and I can tell you that I read the whole book, and I really enjoyed it. Let me read to you my favorite passage. Here it is on page 6. Shoelace problem number 6. Both ends too short. Wow. Doesn't that just knock your socks off? It's so powerful. The symbolism, the simplicity. Think about what it means when both ends of your shoelace are too short. You can't even tie them. Now you kids, just because you hear me reading this, don't go trying this at home. You gotta have experience with magic phenomena, and you gotta know how to handle danger before you go messing with magic. In short, you really gotta be a pro to read shoelace problems and not hurt yourself or your shoelaces. And it also helps to wear loafers. I am, of course, Uncle Hoo Hoo. See ya next time. This program was brought to you by the Growler Tapes Audio Adventures. You are listening to Growler Radio.